Hello and welcome. Well, this is it. It's a brand new one-day special and it's very exciting indeed. Our lovely Fee is sat over yonder. Hello! Hello! Our Benny's behind the cameras.
Hello.
Hello. Molly and Marcus are in my head. Hi! Eminem. And I'm here. My name's Leonie, of course. Welcome. It's the craft store. Boom. And this is Stamperia, the brand new collection from Stamperia. This is your one-day special. I can guarantee this is going to be busy because A, it's Stamperia. B, it's only £25.96 for the whole collection, and it's just exquisite. Now, what you're getting for your one-day special are two of your 12 by 12 pads. These are the brand new collections. So we've got the gorgeous romantic collection, your journal, and I will show you these obviously in a few more minutes. And then we've got the other romantic collection, the Sea Dream. And you know what? Romantic collection, yes, they have absolutely hit the nail on the head. These are just beautiful. What I love about these, they're so eclectic. You've got all sorts going in here. Not only you get your two paper pads, but you've got your moulds. Now, the moulds, the A5 moulds, the flexible moulds are gorgeous. I mean, these are always really popular, but I love this. So you've got that beautiful big clock in there, which is exquisite. In the centre of there, you've got the little elements that you can cut out and use independently if you want. The clock hands, the butterfly, it is really, really busy. You've got the border, but I must admit my favourite mould, this word one. I love that. And you can read it. I'm not going to try and read that today. You know, that'll take me about 3 years. But because I love script and I love font on any of your applications, but that is just beautiful. Use these with your wonderful cream paste and you'll get an incredible finish. Make sure you put your cream paste in. That sells out again and again and again. The details are there, and you do actually get two of those for £15.98. It's really, really busy. Right, are you ready? Shall we look at the goodies? Let's start with the journal. So what you have got, our Marcus, can I do it in this little corner? Will you be able to? Uh-oh, I've just popped some of it off. Only because I find it easier doing it this way rather than, bear with. Leonie, why didn't you decide this earlier? Because it's easier, isn't it? It's easier rather than me holding it up and just being a mare. Okay. It's double-sided paper. It's not coated on the front and the back, so it means you will absolutely use that front and back. I love that you've got so many sentiments. It's just beautiful. Time to shine. You've got forever, happiness, love, sunshine, precious, lovely, perfect day, beautiful. So you're going to be chopping that up straight away. And then just have a look at this. What I love about these, you've got that beautiful mixed media look to it straight away. You've got that really gorgeous layering, that collage element, which Stamperia do so well. But of course with this, it's a really soft romantic palette, and you can see straight away that you'll be using things over the top of this. You'll be layering. I like that you've got English, but you've also got, I'm going to have to just say it, is that Spanish? See, I'm not sure. Yeah, Miss P will know. If you're watching, Paula, is that Spanish? She might be watching. She often does her wife. But it's absolutely beautiful. Isn't this beautiful? I love the colour palette because it's a really soft colour palette. I love this because that almost looks like it's stamped on top of it, or it's a line drawn on top of it, which is beautiful. It really looks effective. And I love it in black and white as well. Absolutely stunning. And this one, I'll read this to you. You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love you, and wish from this day forth never to be parted from you. You can either send that to someone you love, or you can send it to someone who you're trying to make a bit uncomfortable. Sorry, my terrible imagination. This is gorgeous. Again, that layering. It looks like you've got lace on there. Again, that might be a beautiful stamp on there. It looks like there's stencils on there. That paper Isn't that just so romantic? Again, the whole collection. Oh, and this one is beautiful. I mean, the floral on that one is just exquisite. Isn't that stunning? Stunning. You will know as well, and when we get to it, a lot of the patterns will match the beautiful stencils that we've got on the show. Please get ahead. We have got stencils, we've got rice papers, we've got chipboard, we've got die cuts. Everything mixes and matches. I haven't even shown you the full paper pad yet, but isn't it exquisite? I like showing you the paper pad properly. And look at that. That is stunning, absolutely stunning. And I love showing it you proper because obviously something like this, it's worth luxuriating over every single page. Good word that, isn't it? I think that's what it is though. I think it is luxurious. Now, a quarter of the stock has gone. That is the 24-hour stock. As we speak, and we've asked the question if we can have any more before we went live, because to be fair, it's always really busy. As we speak, we don't know if we can. So we're going to plumb for we can't. Okay, that's the basis we're working on. I mean, if we can, then that'll be amazing because we do expect an early sellout. But it is flying. At the minute, we haven't been confirmed anything, so we think that might be it. Look at that. Is that not just exquisite? Every single page is a treat. And look at all them beautiful embellishments to cut out. That's your first pad. Now, if you wanted this 12 by 12 pad with the 8 by 8 pad, because they matched up together perfectly, if you want those two, we have got those two. So you might want to, I must admit, I would definitely get hold of that as well, because you use your papers, eventually you'll run out. And the thing is with your papers, when you've got an 8 by 8 or when you've got a spare paper pad, it means you actually do use them and you cut into them. 30% of your, what's that, of the one? Wow. Okay, the 12 by 12 and 8 by 8, you've already found it. 30% of the stock has gone of that one. Okay, the next one. So this is all part of your one-day special, and this is the Sea Dream, and this, again, is beautiful. So have a look. So first of all, you've got all those wonderful sentiments. You've got ocean, you've got ride with the waves. At the beach, life is different. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Individually, we are one drop. Together, we are an ocean. Absolutely lovely. So please keep it clean and don't use baby wipes. And then look at this. I love this. I love this. I love the beautiful florals, but how they've combined the fabulous florals with the sea. I just think that is exquisite. Again, the colour palette is absolutely divine. And I love this really loose style with this one. You know, it looks like it has been watercoloured. I mean, the shells, the artwork is exquisite, isn't it, on these? Look at him. And when they say this is a dream, it is. You know, the way they've combined the sea with those beautiful florals, it is really, really dreamy. And it's just, obviously, it's romantic. And it is, you know, it's got that exquisite finish. I mean, look at him. His face, that is just so peaceful, isn't it? Such a tranquil page. And yeah, him in chipboard is our most favourite. And look at that, you've got your florals, again your shells. I love again the script. So you've got all sorts of different scripts. You know, and that it looks so good. The way that Stamperia do the papers is just amazing. I mean, they are absolutely one of the best. You know, for me, Stamperia now are up there with the Graphic 45. I think both Stamperia and Graphic 45 are just exquisite. Both of them are amazing. It is incredibly busy. I've already cut this out for my first demo because I love that. Look at this one with all the little fishes. And you see, the thing is, you're only getting one of each page. That means if you're going for the 12 by 12 with the 8 by 8, at least you can use both sides. Because I'm not being funny, how do you choose? A third of the stock of the additional one has now gone. How do you choose? How do you choose that side or that side? Because they're both beautiful. Look at that, look at that, look at the way that they've done that. That is so cool because it actually looks like there's a reflection on the water there, doesn't it? That is clever. Honestly, they are so good. Again, the beautiful shells. The shells sort of merge into that background. Again, you've got that beautiful sort of watercolour effect there to create that really soft palette. The turtle, the beautiful turtle. And on the other side, you've got your school of fishes along with the turtles and the florals. And look at this. What did you say, our moles? Oh, yeah, we really need people to reply. If anyone's watching from buying, we could really do with you now. Molly is desperately trying to get in touch with you. Thank you. Look at that. Is that not just dreamy? I mean, oh, it's just... And look at that one. See? How do you choose? That is so gorgeous. Isn't it worth looking at every single paper? Oh, I love them. Chipboard. It's not part of One Day Special, but the chipboard, Molly's favourite, you see. Molly's favourite. Actually, it's a die cut, that one. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful. That's Molly's favourite. OK, now remember, you can get that 12 by 12 along with the 8 by 8. The 8 by 8 is exactly the same, just smaller. You can get that if you want. The details are zooming in as we speak. 40% of the stock has gone. 622388. Oh, we haven't mentioned extended delivery. Of course we haven't. I didn't think about that. It's going out 26th of April, so you don't have long to wait. It's absolutely worth it. It's a £6 saving. It's brand new. It's beautiful. OK, now Stamperia have sent the finished samples in, and as ever, they're exquisite. I do believe, in fact, I know that is stone paper. So they've used a beautiful stone paper to create that wonderful art journal. And oh, doesn't that just look good? Let me show you some more of the wonderful finished samples. There's so many. I love this. Look at this journal that they've sent. And unfortunately, I don't know who's actually created these, so I can't give credit, which is such a shame because the work that's gone into here. I mean, look, the little paper clips mean I can open the pages up, which looks fantastic. Every single page can look amazing with these. I'm not going to open everything up because I don't want everything to fall out. And I'm just going to show you, before I move on, I want to show you this frame because it is actually, I mean, really, it's a stencil. So really, I should be showing you when I get to the stencil. But it's a really good way of using the moulds. And I am going to try and show you this technique when in one of the hours, because it's a beautiful way of using your moulds. This isn't the mould, I know, sorry. But that's a way of using your mould. And honestly, the way you can meld it into that background is just sensational. If you love that, that's the stencil that is coming up later. OK, folks, this is it. This is your One Day Special. Just sneak that back. It is ridiculously busy. If you do want to get hold of this, you need to be checking out your basket. The papers are sensational. The moulds are beautiful. They're beautiful. And now, how much has gone, did you say? OK, it is flying. 40% of your One Day Special has now gone. Brand new, launched 13 minutes ago, and yeah, it's absolutely flying. If you want it, you need to be checking your baskets out straight away. Do not miss out on this brand new collection. And do remember, I'll just show you those two. I mean, they are your 8 by 8s. They are exactly the same papers, smaller configuration, really, really handy to have in your collection as well. And of course, these both come with the matching 12 by 12 papers, and have a look at the website for your details there. Okay, so that's your One Day Special. Now, we've also got for you the rice paper. Now, as you probably know by now, your rice paper, Stamperia were the first company, or one of the first companies, to actually print onto your mulberry paper. Am I okay to trot? Am I okay to trot? I certainly am, he says. Yeah, one of the first, I think it was the first company to actually print on mulberry paper. Now, the mulberry paper, it's delicate, but it's strong. The actual print is going to last. That doesn't go anywhere. When it gets wet, it's not going to move. It's not going to bleed. It's going to remain that beautiful professional finish. The wonderful thing with rice paper is that softness that you've got there, and also the transparency of it, or translucency, because you can see underneath it, which means when you're using these for mixed media, when you're layering these, they are absolutely sensational. I love these. Now you're getting 2 each of these designs. So you've got 8 rice papers. That's your first one, which of course is going to go with your romantic one, the journal. That's £15.92. That's your first collection, 976782. You've then got the beautiful Sea Dreams as well. It has got a different item number, but again, if you're going for your one-day special, I would highly recommend you put these in your basket as well. They're exquisite. And the thing is with these, because it's rice paper, you can go around jars, you can go around bottles. You know, using the right adhesive, you can put them on fabric. There's so much you can do with rice paper. Only £15.92. And again, you're getting 2 of each of those. That is 613738, your item number. A quarter of the stock has gone for both of those. When you're getting quite a few goodies, if you spend over £60, you do get a flexi basket. It automatically will happen for you if you want to use that. It's a really good way of shopping, especially if you're, you know, if you're wanting the full lot. Now, the paints. Oh, I was going to do a board and I went and forgot. Now, what they do is, and I've left my my card that I spritzed onto on my other counter, actually. Yes, boom. Now, what you've got here, these are the brand new paints that go with this collection. Now, I love Stamperia paints. The Allegro paints are amazing. They're so smooth, they're beautiful to work with. And what I love about the paints, they will match the collections. So what they do, they bring us a collection and then they'll bring us the paints that go with it. And I love that. Some of them you might already have, you might have seen before, but some of them are completely new. And I love using these, they're brilliant. And look at your price. You're saving £11. Literally every time we bring these, they fly. In fact, a quarter of the stock has gone. They're beautiful to use. If you've already used your Allegro paints, I would love to hear from you. And it's the way, like, look at how the colours match. Can you see the beautiful greys in there? And you've got the sort of, you know, the tone that will match with the cookie there as well, the sort of brown tones. Honestly, it's really well thought out. Now, if you do want your paint, such a good deal. 161742, brand new today, £13.95. Now, something else that's lovely, your metallics. Now, whereas these ones have got that really nice flow to them, these ones are a thicker paint. So, and I haven't opened these yet, but you can see they're a thicker paint, but can you see that metallic sheen? Oh, these are so nice. And I shouldn't do that because it'll probably never close now. Such beautiful paints. Now, you have got with these your beautiful metallic sheen. Oh, I'll put it on there and it looks lovely. You've got your... So I'm going to do that on this one as well because cheeky bit of finger painting. Oh my gosh, that looks so nice. And you can create that beautiful texture. Now, have a look at those paints. Can you see that beautiful metallic sheen for these? I love these. Have a look at that. I mean, that was me cleaning my finger. But that is just exquisite, isn't it? I love it because Fee's got a woo going on. Oh, so dreamy. Only £9.98, beautiful paints. If you do want those two, again, brand new today, check your baskets out. 275104. And then this is the first time that we've had these sprays here on the craft store. Yes, I said the right name. Now, when you watch Stamperia, because Stamperia bring out tons and tons of amazing YouTube videos. There's so, as you know, Stamperia have some incredible designers under their umbrella. I mean, they are so talented and inspirational, and they all use the sprays. And whether it's on your stone paper, whether it's on your beautiful, you know, your pastes and things, they all use a mixed media spray. So I've been dying to get my mitts on these. Really chuffed we've got them here today. So the colours that we've got on this one. So you've got the beautiful green. Now, that's a really nice sort of mossy, dark mossy green, which is lovely. You've then got the gold. And the gold has got a beautiful metallic sheen to it. You've got the white, which obviously you probably can't see artistically because it's white on white, but I wanted to spray it anyway. And then now this is like a really nice soft sagey blue. I really like that colour. I tried on black as well because obviously on black it's the white and the gold that are going to show. The other two colours not so, but the white and the gold really show. I mean, have a look at that on black. And the white, look at that on black. Really good. The white's a cracker to have though, because you will be able to spritz it. You know when we do our splashes and things like that, but also it's great for bringing colours down as well. I'm so pleased we've got those. £16.96 is your price. 264673. Now it's really busy. Everything's really busy. Please check your baskets out. Obviously, you can order on the website, you can go on the phones, and we have got PayPal as well. We have got big queues on those phones. I do apologise. We will answer you as soon as possible. We've got, people shopping from all over the world. It's always really exciting. I never, ever get bored of knowing people shopping all over the place. Now, next, 70% of the stock has gone. No wonder. Look at that. This is beautiful. Tonight, as far as we're aware at the moment, please buyers, will you please get into this is all we've got, honestly. And honestly, that's when we checked earlier, this is all we've got. So that stencil, first of all, is gorgeous. Now, this is one of the light stencils that Stamperia do. You can still use it with your paste, but it's lovely to stencil through. And, of course, it's got that really nice flexibility to it as well. And then look at all of these. So you have got your die cuts. Now, with your die cuts, you've got 37 pieces. I mean, they're really cool, and they're nice heavyweight as well. And you've got all sorts in here. I absolutely adore these. So you've got 37 pieces of your die cuts. You've then got your chipboard. Now your chipboard is adhesive, and with this one you've got 16 pieces. It is chipboard, so it's really nice and thick, but it is nice and sticky. And again, love it, absolutely love it. And when you're layering all your elements up, it's so nice to have these because they'll give you a different texture. You know, you've got a different finish on these. Only $14.97. I mean, $14.97, such good value for money. 333507 is your item number. 3/4 of stock has gone. It might be the first sellout. I know you're trying to check your baskets out. We are trying to get to you as quickly as we can. Please keep trying. Don't give up, because they are going through. It's just taken a while to process, but they are going through. It is just remarkably busy. Obviously, you've got your PayPal option as well. I always forget that, but it has got... Oh, just keep trying. Everything, just keep trying. Don't give up. Next. This is lovely. Lovely. 70% of stock has gone. I mean, look at that. So beautiful. So beautiful. I tell you what, I mean, what I love about Stamperia, do you know we've got a birthday coming up soon? Stamperia anniversary of them being here. Oh yeah, wait till you see that. Cool. I tell you, there's so much goodness coming up. And oh, I love this. I love this. The colour palette. Look at your stencil. I mean, isn't that fabulous? You've got the sea dream there, you've got freedom. And then, again, the wonderful way they've combined the dolphin with the florals. I adore that. This is such, the price of these. So with this, you've got 40 pieces of the die cut. You've then got your adhesive embellishments, and you've got 17 pieces of these as well, and that's where you've got the seal, and you've got the fabulous octopus there, and all the seashells and things. Oh, just so dreamy, isn't it? And again, that price is ridiculous, £14.97 for all of that. And again, beautiful for layering up. 018740 is your item number. Next, the moulds. And this is also very popular indeed. In fact, half of the stock has gone with your moulds. This is what I was doing last night, because I only got my stuff yesterday. So I was doing loads of moulding last night when I got home from work. And these are lovely. They're lovely. I adore the fountain pens that you get in here. They're fantastic. You've got, now that mould, that is in your one-day special. I tell you what though, yeah, that's the one that's in the one-day special. But if you've already got your one-day special, but you want this as well, it's actually quite nice to have 2 moulds. And I know that sounds excessive, but you do have to wait for your if you're using your cream paste, you have to wait for it to dry. So it's not, yeah, have a production line. If, however, the other way to shop, obviously, would be you get this one. If you didn't want 2 moulds, you get this one, and then you get your paper pad with your 8x8. So you have got that option, you know, if that's the way you want to shop. But this is the thing, you have got options. Now, my mould, and I haven't peeled this out just yet, but you can see, hold on, it does need a cheeky bit of peeling, does this? So you have got your lovely little mould, and it just, I have started it, but you just need a little bit of patience there. And once you've got it, I love this one. See, this has got such detail to it as well. I don't worry about if I don't get it out as a clean peel, because actually the way I'm going to use it, see, oh, I don't know if that's 100% dry. Oh no, it is. It's coming. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I'm going to stop peeling it because I'm just wasting my time now, aren't I? But yeah, it's fabulous, fabulous stuff. Now, that's your first 2 moulds, only $11.98. The prices are amazing. $999,292. And then last but by no means least, the Sea Dreams. Over a third of the stock has gone. And again, it's absolutely incredible. So you've got all your wonderful seashells on there. You've got your starfish. I mean, it's absolutely sensational. And then now you haven't got this one in your one-day special. That's a different mould, and that is amazing. Those beautiful textured rose backgrounds. If you're careful, you can actually just fill your cream paste in each of those little flowers. Or, of course, you can use your air dry clay in that one. But for $11.98, it's so different. Like that wonderful frame we saw earlier. This is a cracker to use like that as well. $11.98, beautiful moulds, 866252. Now, check out that website, craftstore.com. That's where you'll see everything that we've got on the show. Now, there's things we haven't mentioned. So we have got the cream paste. I know we've mentioned that, but that is always super busy. So do have a look at the cream paste. We have also got on the show the adhesive. Now, Stamperia bring a really nice, strong adhesive. It's a good adhesive. You can use it for embellishments, but you can use it for your papers as well. It's a really good one, actually. So you have got that one on the show as well. We've got the air dry clay, which is always a popular option. And it's a really nice air dry clay to use. It's not a stringy air dry clay. It's lovely. So, yeah, definitely have a little look at all those wonderful extras. Oh, when you go to check out, okay, we call them end of call. So how about you add a few of these to your basket? What have we got, love? What have we got? Hold on, she's doing it. She's on it, Leonie. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba, checking up my basket. Oh, so we've got some more of your air dry clay. Oh, talk about that romantic journal cards. Oh, how lovely. Oh, I like that. So you just get extra. Now, I tell you what, that is dead handy, because if you are doing a journal, that is really good to have hold of. Yeah, really, really recommend those. So as you're checking out your baskets, it's going to say, do you want some of these? Sorry, I'm messing about with my mould, aren't I? Let me just, I'm going to do it because otherwise it'll do me head in. So this is your mould. It is, of course, part of your one-day special. I'm almost there. There, boom, done it. I love this mould. Look, it's fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous. And that, it's the detail of that. You've got that beautiful detail mould. You've got all that wonderful script. Honestly, I love that. And absolutely, you'll be using your acrylic paints over this. I will be using this, not in the first demonstration, but I am going to be using that in the show. So please check your baskets out with those. They are fabulous. Okay, next. So what I've started on this one And I've already got this this started, because what I decided to do, I wanted to use a canvas, but I'm actually using the canvas the wrong way round. So I wanted it this side up because I want to build onto it. What I'm going to do first of all is actually use my cream paste. Okay, now with my cream paste, can I just ask, am I that camera? Is it the one facing me? Oh, business as usual. Thank you, Marcus. So my my beautiful cream paste. So obviously this is one of my tubs that I've been using. Please check your baskets out with this. It's lovely stuff. And it's just, look how creamy and gorgeous it is. So what I wanted to do was stick the cream paste and use it on my actual frame. Now, of course, I am going to have to let this dry, but I'll give it a little blast dry. And all this will do, it'll cover the actual staples of the frame, but it'll give me texture. It is sticky, so it'll stick to my frame. I mean, you can put things into it, but it's that texture that's going to give me. So don't try and put it on smooth. I mean, we want it to look really interesting. And it's a lovely way of covering things, is this. You can do so much with your cream paste. Doesn't it look like soft cream cheese or something? It has got a really amazing texture to it. It's just a joy. Yeah, it's vegan cheese. It's got a really nice, when you're putting it on, it feels lovely to put on. We're approaching 30% of the stock of this already gone. So I should have really dried this before. I should have done it and dried it, but I wanted to put it on. It's always tricky, you know, to prep things like this, because you want to show it, but then it's like, how am I going to dry it to the next thing? Do you know what I mean? Always tricky. But, you know, such is life. Such is life, folks. It's one of them. Now, I must admit, when I get to this, I do stick my finger in it, because I don't like wasting anything. I know, right? I know. I don't like wasting it. And you can't get in there with your palette knife. So get your finger in, and then you don't waste anything. Top tip, folks. Top tip on how to get everything out of the cream paste. Waste nothing. So there we go. Now, look at that texture. Absolutely beautiful. You could put it on the inside of your frame as well if you wanted to. I'm not going to, obviously, because of time, etc., etc. I will blast this dry in a few moments' time. Just to give it, and not to dry it completely, because it won't dry it completely, but it'll give it a skin enough for me to work on. And I'm just getting it on the, just lifting it out of the inner of the frame. So I've got that there. Now, whilst I've got the cream paste out, I love that. I love the texture it's given me. I love the fact it's covered everything up, and it's easy, isn't it? All we've done is put cream paste on, and it looks amazing. The texture will hold, so don't think it's going to go flat. It isn't. I'm going to move that to one side for 1 second, because I want to talk about moulds really quickly. While we're talking about cream paste, let's talk about moulds, because with your beautiful moulds, the best way of filling your moulds, okay, fill it once, and I'm going to show you, because, and this is why it's really handy having multiple moulds, because then you can have one in part process, have one in second process. Honestly, I know it sounds a bit, oh, well, yeah, you can have two. But honestly, if you can, it's really handy. Otherwise, just be patient, you know. But that doesn't, I don't think that's something us crafters are very good at. Now, open up my new cream paste. I always keep the silver bit on top, because it does help keep the cream paste fresh. So when you do your first application, and I know I always demo this, but there's new people join us all the time, so I do apologise if you've seen me demo this before. So pop your layer of cream paste in first of all. Okay, now, don't try to don't spend too long trying to fill it all in, trying to, you know, get it all perfect, because it won't do that. It's going to keep sort of looking like there's air bubbles in it, but there isn't, so don't panic. It's fine. It'll all be fine. But you have to do one layer first, and then leave this to dry. And that is honestly the best way of doing this. I used to try and like fill the molds first for the first go, and I used to put the cream paste in really thick like this. So because this is the way you're meant to use it, I used to do that. But a lot of the times it wouldn't dry in the middle, or it'd take forever. This is the quickest way of doing it. Do that and then leave it. I put it in my airing cupboard. The next layer. So this is what it does. Now, it actually sinks into the mould, and you can see that it's like indented. So that first layer, there's no way, I might try it, because normally I said there's no way I could peel it out, and then it'll peel out, won't it? But you might be able to get little embellishments out at a time. See, no, because there's not quite enough in there, I can't peel it out, okay? And like the clock, it's going to be really tricky to actually try and peel all that out. But allow your first layer, and then your second layer will adhere to that first layer. And this will mean that it'll dry perfectly. But then when you've come to pull this out, it'll pull out a lot easier as well. And of course with this one, because you've got sort of separate embellishments, you could, with this one, you could actually plan it so you're being careful how you apply your cream paste, so you don't have to start cutting them. But the way I do this is exactly what I'm doing. And then when I pull it out of the mould, there we go. So now that second layer will adhere to the first layer, but it means it'll dry better. It'll dry quicker, and it'll dry fully. You know, whereas sometimes it's only the edges that dry, not the centre. So if you are finding that's the case, then try it that way. If you're wondering why my palette knife doesn't go on smooth, it's because all my palette knives are dirty. So that's the way to put your mould on. Let that dry. And then when you're taking the mould out, you have to, well, you saw me, I'm not going to do the full one because you saw me, but you have to just tease the edges. And if you tease the edges first, then that'll help get the rest of the mould out, because otherwise those edges, they'll start meaning that it'll rip a little bit. But if you tease those first, then and the mould's really nice and flexible, so you can just flex that mould and you start to get all the gorgeous elements out like so. And I mean, it is, I said I wouldn't do the full thing, but now I'm dying to do the full thing because I'm dying to see what it looks like. Are we going with moulds? Have we still got stock? Good. This isn't one day special, so you've got this one. The other, okay, yeah, the other mould is now limited stock. So if you do want the other mould, the journal one, that is limited stock. I mean, look at that. And it does come with the A4 and the A5. How beautiful is that? And see what you do now. So you've got the clock, but these little elements in the middle, you could actually cut out, but you could use it as a full thing. Because that actually, the clock hands are moulded into that. So it is to be used as a full thing. But I cut this out, and it cuts out with normal scissors. And it is super, super flexible. I mean, cream paste is a cracking product. Could we do what, love? No, it won't hold its own shape if you try to force it into a shape. But if you glued this onto a jar, anything, any shape, if you glue it onto, it's going to go around corners because it is that mouldable. And I'll show you in a second. So just cutting that beautiful bit out, like so. I love how I say I'm definitely not going to take this out of the mould, and instead I take it out and then start to cut it. But look at that. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's ridiculously flexible. It's so flexible, which means you can start decorating, you know, anything, really good stuff, like my water bottle. Yeah, it's cracking stuff. Then keep all those little bits because they're actually all extra embellishments as well. So that's your mould, that's your paste. So that's the way of using that. If I bring my frame back on, that'll give it a tiny bit of time to dry. I mean, as I say, I take mine home and put it in my airing cupboard because it ain't going to dry in our studios, but put it in a nice warm area and they'll dry really, really quick. So with this, I'm going to give it a little blast. Look, those roses. See? And those, the detail of those, you probably won't be able to see because it's so white, but the detail is amazing, and that's from that other mould. I really like those roses, they're so pretty. Now, let's see if I give it a little bit of a blast, and it'll hopefully just give it a skin. And it's already, I mean, it's already getting a little bit of a skin. Do you want, what time is it? Do you want Fiona to do a bit of a doodah while I do the boring bit? If you do want anything, you know what to do. Check your basket out. Do not miss out on anything. I know people are trying to check the baskets out, and it's dead annoying when I tell you to do that. I do apologise. We are getting to you as soon as possible. And thank you ever so much for your patience. Right, I will carry on blasting this dry. And I'll hand over to my partner in crime. Orphee is ready.
I am ready, and I'm loving this one-day special. Look at these samples. They're just gorgeous. And I love the fact we're not having to choose whether we want the Sea of Dreams or the journal. You're getting both sets here in these fantastic paper pads as well. I mean, look at this from the sample team. How gorgeous is this? So, again, sorry we can't name the person, but they're just so beautiful, aren't they? And that's using the paints as well that we've got on the show as well. Absolutely gorgeous. So what are you getting? You are getting both of the journal pads there as well. And then you're getting those fantastic moulds. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So 12 by 12s, double-sided, as Leonie's explaining. You are getting, they're 190 GSM and 10 double-faced sheet blocks. So everything here on the front, as Leonie was taking you through there, you are getting 10 of those and doubles. I mean, that is just beautiful. She took you through all of that, and it looks like they've been stamped and layered, and, you know, all the hard work's been done for you. And the quality with Stamperia, as Leonie was explaining, I mean, that's just beautiful, just fantastic. So that is your journal in those gorgeous sepia tones. Then you've got my favourite, which is the Oceanic, the Sea of Dreams, just because I love blue and I love seas and the turtles and the seals. It's just wistful, isn't it? I mean, these are just stunning. So you can use that front sheet, as Leonie's explaining. None of it is coated or anything like that. I mean, that just looks like an acid-free, yeah, that's just beautiful watercolours. Look at that, happy seal, which is why you need that lovely rose mould as well, which we've got at the end of the counter. I mean, oh, look at the whale song, just beautiful. These are just fantastic. So you're getting both of these fantastic paper pads. You're also getting the moulds, the A5 moulds. So we've had that good. I'd actually forgotten a bit about the double layering. So that's a really important top tip from our Leonie with the cream paste. And you're also getting that incredibly detailed there with the clock face and those beautiful ornate elements around the outside and that writing there at the top. We do love. Does it say we do love the little things? I'm not sure what that says, but it looks fantastic. I love the Roman numerals on there as well. I love anything with script, like Leonie. That's my absolute favourite. £25.96. Now, dispatch is the 26th of April. 123023. Ridiculously popular. If you love the journal paper pad, you can get the 12 by 12s, which I've got here, and lost the front sheet. Well done, Fiona. But you also get the 8 by 8. There we go, you got it on a still, thank you, moles. Half the stock has gone of that, £18.48, 143621. We've also got the 12 by 12 journal with the 8 by 8 Sea of Dreams. Half the stock of this has gone as well. Get both, as Leonie said, you know, you can afford to use one side then, you've got the other side choice then as well, 622388. Let's mention those journal rice papers because they work so beautifully with the one-day special. Now, you're getting 8 of these. I'm gonna stay with the journal one that we're showing you there, and you can see how this ties in directly with the stamped papers there. Look at that one there with the flowers come in on the corner. So you're getting 2 of each of those 4 designs, £15.92, 976782. We've also got the Sea Dreams in the rice papers, and again, they configure beautifully with the papers. I love that one down, that one in the bottom corner there. On that seashore, I would just frame that. That's just a beautiful image in itself. 30% of those rice papers have gone for your Sea of Dreams there collection, 613738, £15.92. Now, the journal chipboards said, oh, my word. So you are getting 37 of the die cuts. You are getting 16 of the adhesive chipboard. And you're also getting the stencil. £14.97 for the journal collection there, 333507, limited stock. And as far as we're aware, this is all we've got tonight. So I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, whether we'll get any more, but this is what we've been told tonight. Now, you're getting 40 of the actual chipboard here, die cuts, I say, 40 of the die cuts, and you're getting 17 of the adhesive chipboard, plus that Sea Dream Freedom stencil as well. Limited stock, £14.97. They are gorgeous. 018740. Don't forget, shop ahead for your soft clay, shop ahead for your cream paste. You get 2 pots, always sells out, and those other fantastic mediums and moulds that we've got on the show. We've got 10 minutes, so let's go back to our lovely Leonie.
Thanking you. Now, I'm cheating. With your sprays, you're meant to give them a shake and mix it all up. I'm cheating. I'm not going to give them a shake. I'm just going to stir it because it's quicker. So I'm just taking my paintbrush, stirring the spray just because of time. So I've been dying to use these. So have a look at that frame now. Because with your cream paste, because I've used my heat gun, so I've sped that process up to actually dry it, it gives you a real texture. It looks amazing. And this isn't through the mould yet. This is just literally as it is. You can absolutely use your cream paste with your mould. Definitely. I mean, it works amazing with your mould. So what I'm going to do, I must admit, I want to use everything. I'm trying to hold myself back from using like literally everything. But where I'm going with this, and I'll show you because I'm bound to run out of time. So I'm going to use my rice paper for the background, so that's going to sit in the background, and then I've cut this out of the beautiful paper, and I wanted the frame, so the frame is going to sit on like that. Isn't that just exquisite? And then I've cut out sentiments, because you've got sentiments, leave your footprints. I've cut out some more gorgeous flowers so I can have the flowers coming over like so, and I'm not bothered about that bit. I'll sort that bit out. But then I wanted, from the mould, I wanted the beautiful ink bottle, and then the little nibs as well, because I just thought they were gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. But then you see, because it's like the sea one, you can then put at the other end, you can put little seashells in. And I love this. I love that it allows me to combine my writing bit with seashells. Do you know what I mean? The fact that you can merge them together, because that's what the papers are allowing you to do. I absolutely adore. See, won't that look beautiful? So that's where I'm aiming for. Let's see where I get. And I thought it's nice to show you where I'm aiming. I've 8 minutes, so you know, chances are I won't finish it. So what I want to do, first of all, let's put on some of the beautiful grey paint. So I'm going to go round the edges with the grey. Now, the Allegro paints are amazing. They're really, really nice, creamy paints. I love these paints. If you have been collecting them, you'll have loads of beautiful colours now from the whole collection. And a third of the stock has gone already of your Allegro paints. So I'm just giving it a brush along the side like this. And what I'm aiming to do is just create a little bit of shadow around the edge. Now, I'm being a bit careful because I know my cream paste won't be 100% dry yet. So I'm just gently brushing over that edge just to give me that lovely shadow. So it's you know how we normally go around in black, and I will go afterwards. I will actually go back over that to make it proper. But at the minute, I'm just trying to rush. But just popping that on, and again, nice and gentle over that. So it's just brought my frame in. Obviously, don't bother with the side at the minute, because I'll go around with that later and finish that proper. I've then got the lighter grey, so I'm going to go around with the lighter grey, and I'm going to bring that on the inside, so it's not quite as intense. And again, I'm not going to bother about this being, just being careful with the cream paste. So just bringing that in like so. And then another layer here, like this. Now, when you put your rice paper on, your rice paper, remember, you can sort of see under it. So just be careful you don't get paint too much in the actual frame. If you don't want the colour, say that, I'm then going to spritz and I'm going to cover it. So I've said that and utterly going to break that rule straight away. I have used too much paint there. What I would absolutely do, definitely, is take the lid off the paint tubs. If I could get the lid off the paint tubs, I would take the lid off the paint tubs because I'd be really stubborn, and I know I'm live and I know I'm running out of time, and yet I'm still doing this. I'd do that, and I absolutely would scoop that back in my pot, because there's nothing worse. I hate it. You know, when people just sort of wipe it away, it drives me nuts. So that's what I do. Toss my head in. But I've only got 4 minutes. Stop that, Leonie. Okay, spritzers. Right, move your gorgeous rice paper. Cover the gorgeous brand new sanded doodahs. I've already been told. Hiya. And then let's get spritzing. Oh, that colour. So this is that beautiful sort of bluey green, which is just exquisite. And this is why that white is lovely as well, because the white then, if it's too intense, you go over with the white as well. But what I love about the spritz, I mean, A, it's quick, it's easy, but it'll go into all, can you see how it's going into all the beautiful cracks? So all the texture, it just sits in that texture. Bring your frame on and have a look how well the colour palette works. That colour palette, the grey, it works. That beautiful bluey green absolutely works. The colours they use, it's just amazing. They pick exactly the right colour palette. And I love that, because it means when you're creating, you don't have to then go and look for something that'll match it. You've got it, it's there. So I want to dry this a little bit, because when I put my next layer of paint on, I don't want it to merge with the first layer. I want it to stand kind of proud. I know I've only got a few minutes, so I'll just give it a quick blast dry. But I love that. I love it because it doesn't give you a solid colour. It gives you that beautiful sort of overlay of colour. The gold, now you do have to mix this because it will sit in the bottom. I went round with my paintbrush and give it a good mix, but you have got a little ball bearing in there. So with this one now, and this is brand new, oh, look at that gold. And I'm not going to cover it, I just want a shimmer. So here and there, a beautiful shimmer of that gold. So just moving it round and just putting a little bit of gold. And hopefully you can see, I mean, doesn't that make the texture just pop? It's just, and it's so quick, it's easy. Put card underneath. That card underneath, you know what me, then you're not wasting all this ink. How many times do you see people wipe that away and it's wasted? I'll be able to use this for another background. Always, always use card underneath it, because that's gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. And then what I do, I've only got 2 minutes, but what I do then is put the rice paper on this. Now, that has got, because it's got a fair bit of colour there, I want to knock that back a bit, okay? So before I put the rice paper, I'm actually going to use the beautiful, I'm going to go with that one actually. I can't say the word. It is Torrencio. It's a lovely, really creamy colour. And this, see, look how lovely that colour is. It's beautiful, creamy colour. And I need to water that down, and then it'll give me a larger surface area. Now, oh, is it an ice cream? It's an ice cream. Oh, it'll probably be, I wonder if it'll be Italian, because obviously Stamperia are Italian. It's a nougat. Our Spanish relatives always used to send us nougat every single year, many moons ago. I bet that. Then it's It's fun. No, we didn't like it either, and they sent it every single year to us. But there you go. I'm sure we sent them something equally British that they thought, what is that? I know, right? Oh, that wasn't dry, so I'm mixing it up. I'm also going to put some of the turtle dove there as well, like this. Now, 8 o'clock. Shall I finish this at 8 as well? And then it's continuing. I think that would be a good idea this time because I've got plenty to do still. So I'm mixing up the turtle dove, putting that inside. We've only got seconds left. Obviously, keep checking out those baskets. Keep trying. We'll be getting to you as soon as we can. Thank you, Fiona. Hey, and I will be back with you at 8 o'clock. I should look up. No, I won't look up. I might as well carry on. I will be back with you at 8 o'clock. We'll let this dry and